What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 125 of Community Universe Mode. No, you're not late, Zach. Hello, by the way. I literally just started the stream. Please chill. But yes, dashing here for Monday Night Raw tonight, guys. Kicking things off, as you can see, with Troy Voodoo taking on Ringo Max. Just a couple days away from our CMV live event coming to us from Canada this year. And don't miss NXT Live, which is coming to us. I don't know when Cop's going to stream it. I'm assuming sometime maybe this weekend or something. But CMV is going on some live tours. NXT going to be taking place in England while we're coming live here on Raw from Canada. Troy Voodoo making his way out here onto the ramp, ready to go toe-to-toe with Ringo Max. Of course, Troy Voodoo currently undefeated, 5-0, leading the pack on top of the leaderboards is Voodoo. Tonight he has the opportunity to go 6-0, even further, even higher above the rest of his opponents in the tournament. Ringo Max currently, I think, at 1-2, if I'm not mistaken. So Ringo definitely needs this win. Currently, I think third place is tied between Duo Maxwell and Blizzard, while second place is currently held by American Justice. Dead last is Caden Kinner, Xander Slate, and Randy Borton around the bottom part as well. Voodoo looking excited, though. This man has been an absolute beast in the tournament. Not only that, picking up a couple of absolute domination victories over the likes of Markentel, putting on instant classics against the likes of Randy Borton. And I think tonight is going to be another great matchup. These two, I think, will work very well off of one another. Like I said, though, Ringo definitely really needs this win. But tonight we have a huge night of action. Our main event going to feature a rematch between Sunshine and Justin Sane from last week, after Justin Sane assaulted Sunshine before and after the matchup, effectively causing Sunshine to lose his United States Championship on last week's main event to Jackson Jordan, who we will see in action also later on tonight, actually after this matchup, in six-man tag action, as he teams with Team Pain to take on Tyrant, Zach Cage, and Ryan Kent. A huge matchup announced for CMV Live this Sunday. Going to be Zach Payne going head-to-head with Ryan Kent in a #1 contenders match to see who will challenge the World Heavyweight Champion for the title at Vengeance in just 3 weeks. Of course, we know the world title will be defended at CMV Live. We don't know exactly who will be challenging Justin Sane just yet, as Ringo now makes his way out here. Hello, Voodoo. Hello, Tim. Hello, Echo. Hello, Jake. Hello, Kinzel. Couple matches confirmed for CMV Live this past week. Hashtag trending worldwide with putting their titles on the line for the third time as they defend against the Ascension, Victor and Connor. We're also getting word that a Cyborg Invitational match will take place. The pay-per-view this Sunday coming to us from Canada. We don't know exactly who will be competing in that tournament match just yet. Maybe it'll be one of these guys, as Ringo looks pretty confident here. Here we go to kick off Monday Night Raw. Troy Voodoo and Ringo Max going toe-to-toe in a Cyborg Invitational tournament matchup. Again, Troy Voodoo currently at 5-0, while Ringo Max is at 1-2. Ringo definitely really needs to get the victory. Troy Voodoo could honestly throw the next 4 of his matches and still probably get one of those 4 spots in the top 4 and get one of those briefcases, but he doesn't want to risk that. He could possibly get a pink slip again. The man who comes in first will get a world title match and a nice trophy to go along with it, while the people in second, third, and fourth will compete in a little game. The man in second will choose the first of 3 briefcases. The man in third will choose between the last 2. The man in fourth gets stuck with that last briefcase. They'll all open them up then, and inside will either be a mid-card title match, a tag team title match, or a pink slip. One of these 10 competitors, ladies and gentlemen, will be fired as Troy Voodoo gets a nice side headlock here. Ringo pushes him off, catches him on the rebound with a front headlock. Flips him around. What's he looking for here? Ooh, nice arm wrench. Takes Voodoo off his feet. Now Ringo just relentlessly stomping onto his chest. Voodoo really been shocking the world as of late. Definitely the underdog going into the tournament, but now he's undefeated. 2 points ahead of American Justice, who's in second place. This man only 5 months into his CMV career, former tag champion, looking to become a world champion. As Ringo Max hits a nice super kick, follows it up with an elbow drop. Troy Voodoo regains his composure there, rolls out of the way, hits a nice enziguri. Tit for that, tit for tat. Hello, RFTE. Now Troy Voodoo repaying the favor, stomping down onto Ringo's chest here, picking him up. What's he looking for? Max counters into a Russian leg sweep. Got another Cyborg Invitational match coming our way, as always. 2 per show, except for last week we only had 1. But we'll also see Ken and Wolf take on Randy Orton. 2 men who are really slacking in the tournament right now. Both of them definitely desperately need a victory. I'm marking the win column. Ken and Wolf at the top of the show arrived in his nice little car and was calling out Orton, making fun of his ride that he took here to the arena. And then Levi Marta would show up, ancient rival, former friend, former stablemate of Ken Wolf. They got into, I don't know what the hell they were talking about. They were talking about, I don't know, another dimension or another world, and Kendall apparently destroyed an army. There was an amulet. I don't know what was going on. It was very weird. As Ringo hits a nice knee right to the face. Troy Voodoo quickly regains his composure. Nice tornado DDT. Now going for a middle kick is Troy Voodoo. Why does everybody have that fucking middle kick now? I swear every single person has that gosh darn middle kick. As Ringo now hits a nice Irish whip, putting Voodoo in the corner. Falls down to the canvas. And now Ringo again relentlessly stomping on Voodoo's back. Oh, middle of the ring, perfectly right in the middle of the ring. It's a nice butterfly DT to Troy Voodoo. Gonna hook the leg. First pinfall of the matchup here. 1, 2, only a 2 count as Ringo Max able to kick out. Again, our main event tonight going to be a rematch between Justin Sane and Sunshine, as I think Voodoo was just going for a signature. There he was, because here comes Schrodinger's List by Ringo Max. That Impaler DDT will be able to get the job done. 1, 2, oh, only a 1 count. Ringo closing out, handing Troy Voodoo's first loss here in the tournament. But Voodoo not going to go down without a fight. Takes Ringo down to his knees, going for the rapid kicks to the chest. We know that final blow goes right to the back of the head.
After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that Soup's going to be on his diet for the foreseeable.
Ringo now with a couple punches to the side of the head. Nice spine buster by Voodoo. Going to hook the legs, looking for the pin here. Looking to steal one, only a 1 count. Remember, Max has a finisher in his pocket now. Voodoo's got to be careful unless he wants to lose that undefeated streak. He'll still be in first, but he'll go down to 5-1. He'll need to lose 2 matches in order to lose his top spot, or be tied with American Justice at least. He'll still be tied for first even if he loses his next 2 matches. Front headlock by Voodoo. Now Voodoo pretty much has this tournament in the bag unless he loses the next 4 matches. So what is he looking to do here? Just take a Max for a walk. Max retaliating with a nice shoulder tackle. We're also going to see the newcomer Tim LaFave in action in a rematch against Cole Savage, the Hardcore Champion. What a clinic they put on last week against one another in that Extreme Rules matchup. An excellent debut by LaFave, but Savage unfortunately stole one. The dirty heel he is. Grabbed the tights, got the 3 count, but there were no disqualifications. The ref saw it, but he couldn't do anything about it. What the hell is Ringo doing here? The referee had a count of 7. Ringo looks like he's going to be okay with a count-out victory. Taking a little bit of a taunt here, mocking Troy Voodoo. Voodoo gets in at 8. It's caught with a neck breaker though, as Ringo Max seems to think he has this in the bag. Looking for that Banshee's call, or perhaps the Hangman's noose, that nasty submission hold he uses from time to time. Oh, Ringo now looking for his comeback as Voodoo just desperately trying to keep himself in this contest. Wait a minute! I think he's just going for his finisher. Where'd that come from? But Ringo again counters, going for his comeback now. 1 clothesline, 2 clothesline, everything Voodoo tries to throw at Ringo Max. Max is just ready for it. Counter after counter after counter. Voodoo now in trouble in the corner. I think Ringo might have 2 finishers now and a signature. What a super kick though by Voodoo. Trying so hard to stay in this matchup. Refusing to go down without a fight here. But Max would hit another neck breaker. Voodoo definitely in big trouble right now if he allows Ringo to stay in control like this. But wait a minute, Voodoo finally gonna be able to hit that boot to the side of the head. Gets the signature off finally after multiple attempts. Now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. He got it! What an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Voodoo gets the 3 count after 1 signature. My God, Voodoo absolutely stealing the victory here. Now going to 6-0, folks. 6-0 is Troy Voodoo. He'll now have to lose his next 3 matches in order to go down to 2nd place. My God, Voodoo has this tournament in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Unless Voodoo loses against his next 3 opponents in the tournament, he will be winning this thing. Voodoo, a sure shot to be taking home that World Heavyweight Championship opportunity and that nice trophy as well. I was forgetting what the fucking trophy was called for a second. I honestly thought Ringo would win too. Ringo in control for the last 10 minutes there, countering signature after signature, even a finisher at one point. I don't know where Voodoo got that finisher, but still. God damn. Voodoo 1 signature and able to get the 3 count. As Voodoo is now 6-0, folks. Can't stop the tournament though. We still need to figure out who's going to be in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And Voodoo could lose his next 3 matches. I mean, he could, even though it's not probable in the streak he's been on. But he could lose his next 3 matches and give the lead to American Justice. As now we've on to our tag team matchup of the evening. 6-man tag action it's going to be as Jackson Jordan, the new United States champion, teams with Team Pain, Zach Payne, and Jake Watson. Big Show, of course, has been demoted back to bodyguard slash manager of Team Pain. Jake Watson taking his spot in the tag team. Going to be teaming up to take on Tyrant, the returning Zach Cage, and Ryan Kent. Of course, we've learned that this Sunday at CMV Live, coming to us from Canada, it will be Zach Payne taking on Ryan Kent to figure out who will challenge for the World Championship at Vengeance in 3 weeks' time. American Justice is currently in 2nd. Duo Maxwell and Blizzard, I believe, are tied for 3rd. And in 4th, I think it's... God, I don't know who's in 4th. Who is in 4th? I don't know. That's... I think... Marcantel, maybe? No, it can't be Marcantel. Marcantel is 2nd to last. Caden's last. I think maybe Borton Kendall and Borton Kendall are maybe tied for 4th. I'm not sure, though. I haven't checked the rankings the past couple of days. I definitely know Justice is in 2nd, though. And 3rd is tied for Duo and Blizzard. I definitely know that. I don't know who's in 4th exactly. As here now comes Jackson Jordan. Here now comes Jackson Jordan, the new United States champion, ladies and gentlemen.
On the way to the ring, from Houston, Texas, the United States champion, the real Jordan.
Wow, listen to that action.
Jackson Jordan shocking the world by defeating Sunshine last week on a very special episode of Main Event to win that title. His first title here in CMV, only 3 months into his career, folks. I don't think anybody expected Jackson to actually get the win. But thanks to a pre- and post-match attack by Justin Sane on last week's episode of Monday Night Raw, I don't think Sunshine was at 100%. I mean, it was absolute domination by Jackson Jordan, absolutely scraping the mat with Sunshine to win the title. Who will he be defending against this Sunday at CMV Live? Maybe we'll find out tonight if the opposing team gets a victory. Jackson teaming with Team Pain, taking on Tyrant. Of course, Jackson's former best friend, former tag partner, turned arch rival, who he's defeated twice. Jackson currently undefeated in singles action, remember. Of course, the returning Zach Cage, who returned last week on Monday Night Raw, to the surprise of everybody except Zach. GG no re. Being defeated by the debuting Jake Watson. Ryan Kent, of course, coming off a loss against Justin Sane in the main event of Armageddon. Looking to get back in the main event picture, though, if he can defeat Zach Payne this Sunday, live from Canada. You probably can't remember the match, Tim, because it lasted like 3 minutes. Jackson Jordan, absolute dominant victory over Sunshine last week. Jake Watson looking to keep up his momentum here tonight, though, again, debuting last week by defeating the returning Cage. Big Show not been happy with the development in Team Pain as of late, getting into an argument with Pain earlier tonight backstage that he wants to take back his spot in the tag team. But Payne just says Big Show's washed up Jake Watson's new blood. Besides, he beat Zach Cage, a former arch rival of Payne. Payne likes this kid Watson. He wants to keep him as a tag team partner. Wants to see where he can go in his CMV career. Big Show mumbling to Jake Watson as they were walking out the locker room, though, I don't like you. I don't think Team Payne is exactly in the best of states right now.
From Akron, Ohio, Caesar Vega.
Caesar Vega, a.k.a. Tyrant, making his way down to the ring now. Coming off 2 losses, back-to-back losses at Armageddon and then on Monday Night Raw last week in that Fatal 4-Way, that Fatal 4-Way number 1 contenders match by Jackson. Tyrant's just going to get some revenge here. We'll see how he gets along with Zach Cage and Ryan Kent, though. Cage and Kent actually coming off a victory last week in the main event against Team Payne. Zach Payne and Jake Watson, dark matchup. So Kent does have the momentum over Payne heading into CMV Live. We'll see what happens right now, though, in this 6-man tag. Tyrant, definitely not going to be the easiest to work with, I feel like, especially with new partners here, Cage and Kent. Zach Cage has been away from CMV for 6 months. Didn't show a whole lot of ring rust last week taking on Watson. Very good matchup. Honestly, an upset that Watson pulled out. Cage did get a little bit of retribution last week on main event, though. So really, Watson and Cage 1-1 now. Watson already getting into it with an established CMV veteran here, and Zach Payne taught him well, I guess. CMV Live this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday at real time. By the way, Saturday, I was meant to have a meeting with my local wrestling school instructor guy, but that got pushed back till next Saturday. Now I don't have a ride, so I gotta wait another week. Gotta get that license, boy. So I will be regular streaming schedule this week. Be streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Next Saturday I won't be recording. Please chill. I thought you were my #1 fan, Borton. Why are you doing this? Why are you turning heel on me? Hello, Maury. Hello, Dynamic. Maury and Dynamic showing up at the same time. It's fate. You're destined to be in love. Yes, Dynamic is late by only 1 matchup. You missed the opening contest, Dynamic. But you're just in time for Kent's match here as the teams with Tyrant and Zach Cage take on T-Pain and Jackson Jordan. Ryan Kent looking to get back into the main event picture this Sunday as he takes on Zach Payne, an arch rival of his. So many times those two have fought on pay-per-view. They're going to do it one more time, all for a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship in 3 weeks' time at Vengeance, second annual Vengeance. They both know each other so well, though. It's definitely going to be a great contest. Every time they step in the ring together, it's an instant classic. Ladder matches, Extreme Rules matches, regular matches. They've done it all together. They're going to do it one more time at CMV live from Payne's home country of Canada. It's going to give him the home field advantage. See if that gets to Kent's head as Jackson, Jordan, and Tyrant start off against one another. Jackson, of course, the new United States champion, immediately hits a nice Hurricane Rana on his former tag team partner. Going to follow it up with a standing moonsault. Showing Tyrant that he's not the only one who can zip around that ring. Nice Uranagi side slam, though, by Tyrant to retaliate. And a falling drop kick. Tyrant shocking the CMV universe every week when he comes out here. Obviously buff. Reminds me a lot of, like, he's like a fusion of Rhino and, like, I don't know, Apollo Crews or something. Such strength this man possesses, but he can also zip around that ring, do moves that he shouldn't be able to. Nice another Hurricane Rana by Jordan. Ooh, DDT slamming. Tyrant face first right into the canvas. Ooh, what a back kick, though. Tyrant ain't going to take that line. Now, these two know each other so well also. They were tag team long before their stay in CMV. Jackson holds 2-0 over Tyrant right now, though. Tyrant can't be too happy about that. Nice clothesline by Tyrant. Now going to tag in Cage. Let's see how Zach fares here against the Fairs. Against the new U.S. champion. Going to go for a pullback attack. Does not pay off, though. Kick to the midsection. Sunshine does have it. What is this by Cage? Nice neck breaker. Horseshoe neck breaker there by Cage. Sunshine does have a championship rematch that he can cash in, but he seems more focused on Justin Sane after that pre- and post-match attack by Sane last week on Raw. Sunshine just wants revenge. That's all that's on his mind. Will he be able to get some tonight as he takes on Justin Sane in a rematch from last week? Tag into Kent now. Jackson taking a lot of damage. Jackson going to try to tag in Payne, and he does just before Kent gets there. And now a little bit of a preview of CMV Live this Sunday, folks, as Payne and Kent go at it. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combo by the fiery superstar. Now some outlaw stomps. Kent letting out some anger. Obviously not too happy that he's not just going to automatically get another title shot this Sunday. He has to earn a shot. Zach Payne spearing Tyrant off the ring apron. That allows Cage to capitalize off the distraction, though. Nice rebound German in the corner. What's Jake doing? Please chill, Jake. Someone will be getting a world title shot this Sunday, though. Who is going to be, we don't know just yet. Nice neckbreaker. Hangman's neckbreaker there by Cage. Oh, and now a stomp to the ribs. Gonna go for it again. Payne's had enough, though. One and done. I don't know why Zach was holding the top rope there. Payne with a nice Japanese arm drag out of the corner. Tornado DDT to follow it up. Payne not able to get going against his former rival Cage here. Nice Blue Thunder Bomb. Finally mounts some offense. These two also know each other so well. Now a blackout by Payne. They're tagging Jake Watson. Here we go. Only our second look at the newcomer Jake Watson. Defeated Cage last week on Monday Night Raw, but then took a loss in that tag team matchup on main event to Cage and Kent. Hello, Zach. Nice of you to join us. Oh, lift up power bomb. There